This is the Solid Signal podcast for the week of September 27th, 2021. And yes, it is the last week of September, but it is also the first week of October, and that is a little bit more exciting for us at Solid Signal. And I'll explain why. For the first time ever in the history of history, Signal Group, the parent company of Solid Signal, will be exhibiting at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, held every year in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in and around the Bahia Mar Resort, right on the water. We have gone to this show before many, many years, and we always meet people. We always make a lot of friends, and more importantly, I guess, we make a lot of business contacts. So this year we decided to exhibit, and it's our Signal Connect group that's doing it. And, I've talked about Signal Connect. I talk about them a lot on the Solid Signal blog. Signal Connect is the group within Signal Group that is there for when you get serious. If you're ready to activate your satellite TV or mobile service, Signal Connect is the team that does that for you. If you're ready to activate some sort of a commercial account, they're the people who do it. If you're ready to take that stadium, that movie theater, that hospital, prison, or oil rig, or anything big and make it better in some way that involves wiring, Signal Connect is there for you. We are the ones who do that. And the Signal Connect folks are really super excited to be at the show this year, to have this opportunity, partnering with our friends at Intellian. We will be there in our own booth. They'll be there in their booth, but we're sort of next to each other, so you can walk one to the other, and it becomes just kind of this big experience. And no, I know that not everybody is going to want to go to Fort Lauderdale this year for various reasons. Some of you are going to not want to go because it's too much expense, or you don't want to be involved in the whole boat world stuff, and other folks will have other reasons not to. And, I respect that and I honor that. But talking about, the pandemic and whatever is not really the subject of this blog. And I'm willing to bet you can get more than enough content about that in other places if you're looking for it. But for those who are interested in going to Fort Lauderdale, it's expected to be a very safe experience. First of all, a lot of it's taking place outdoors, and that in itself is going to make it very safe. Those events that are going to be indoors, they're requiring a regimen of making sure that you're masked, and there's also other things that you can find out there. I'd recommend going to their website. It's flibs.com, FLIBS, as in Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show.com. And you can find out all about what they're doing to make sure this is the safest event it possibly can be. I'd like to point out this is one of the few conventions that did not shut down last year and was operating successfully. They know what they're doing when it comes to making sure that people are safe. That's all I'm really going to talk about as far as the safety aspect of it. Like I said, it's not really that kind of blog. So when you do decide to go to the boat show, for those who really want to go to the boat show, go down to Fort Lauderdale. And it, like I said, is right on the water. It's the Bahia Mar. It's the marina is, you can't miss it. Parking is available. Tickets are not that expensive, and I don't think that there's a limit. So if you don't want to buy stuff ahead of time, I think you can just kind of walk in, which is really cool. They're calling this the largest floating exhibit hall in the world, and I tend to believe it because you're going to have all of these super yachts that are going to be in the marina, and you're going to be able to walk through a lot of them. And if you're in the market for a super yacht, great. If you're just one of those people who wants to kind of dream to live the lifestyle, great, no problem. But it's not just all about those massive yachts. If you have a boat of any kind, you can find all the latest and greatest accessories that you're going to look for. And that's also where you're going to find the folks at Signal Connect. You'll find them in the Marine Electronics tent, which, as far as I can see, is going to be right near the entrance of the hotel. Look for signs showing the Marine Electronics tent. It's technically a temporary structure, but it's a really nice big exhibit hall. And don't think of it as like a tent like a circus or like you're camping. It's a pretty big, pretty solid structure, I'll tell you that. So what you want to do is you want to go into the Marine Electronics tent and you want to go to booth 606 because that's where you're going to find Signal Connect. I wish I could be there, my friends. I am not part of the team that are going, but you're going to find a lot of other folks and you can always tell them to say hi to me. And besides, they're going to be the really exciting ones, the ones that you really want to talk to when you're there, because they're the ones who are going to make it the most interesting for everybody. They're the experts. They're the ones who know everything about marine electronics, and they're the ones who can really hook you up. Honestly, I hope that you do make it down to Fort Lauderdale. If you're the sort of person who's comfortable doing that, I hope you go down there. I hope you have a great time. And if you have any photos or anything like that that you want to post about your experience, well, then go to the Solid Signal blog. There's a link at the bottom called Contact the Editor, and it's just an email. You can attach photos, and I'll feature them at the Solid Signal blog. You can talk about your experience at the show, and it will be really pretty exciting. And in that way, we can kind of all enjoy a different perspective. I guess that's about it for this week's Solid Signal podcast. The Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show starts October 27th, and you can learn more about it at flibs.com or at the Solid Signal blog, blog.solidsignal.com. I look forward to hearing more about your Flibs experience and seeing you again next week.